In this video, we will see about the different entities which is used to modify a particular sketch. First, let us try to create a sketch based on a reference plane. So let me select a front plane here and view normal to it. For example, let me create a rectangle here. So in this one, at a corner, I want to provide a radius. That can be done by using an option called sketch fillet. Okay, so you can see here, there is a sketch fillet. The sketch fillet will provide you a radius at a particular corner. Okay, so after selecting the command or an entity, click on a corner. It will automatically define you the radius over here. So by pulling on this arrow mark, you can able to increase the diameter or decrease the diameter. So the second click will define you that radius value. Okay. So this radius, let me provide it as 10. And once you had done it, still the command is active. So wherever, which corner, whatever may be the corner, for that one, if you want to provide the radius as 10, you can provide it. For example, here, click 10, click 10. So like that, whatever the corners you want to make it, so that you can able to do. Okay. Not only for a perpendicular corner, you can able to make a fillet. You can able to make a fillet based on a triangular corner too. Okay. So for example, this one, you can able to make a fillet. So like this. So whatever may be the corner, either it may be a perpendicular corner for a rectangle or a square, or it may be a triangular corner. At that one, you can able to make a fillet on a based on a particular radius. Okay. So the next one we are going to use is a trim or extend or split. Okay. So these three commands we will see it. So trim, extend and split are a versatile tools in which by using which we can able to make a complex shapes. For example, let me try to make a pentagon over here. Okay. So or a hexagon, which is of some diameter. Let me make it as some 60. Okay. And then let me draw a circle which is of diameter some 15 over here. Okay. Like this, let me draw different circles. Okay. So in this one, I want to create a complex feature which is based on this two. Okay. So by using a trim, I can able to make a complex feature. Trim will uh, cut a particular portion of a sketch based on the intersection. So you can see. So whenever I place my mouse cursor over here, wherever the intersection points are available on that particular portion, so it will cut it. Here you can see. So like this, I can able to cut and modify my sketch entity. By this way, we can able to make a complex sketch from the simple sketch entities. Okay, that's a advantage of trim. So at some situation, if you want to extend a line, it's partially break. So that line, if you want to extend it till some particular entity or a feature, so in that case, you can able to use the option called extend. So here, extend a line or a curve till a intersection. Okay. So here I'm going to extend this line till this vertical line. So here, first select the line in which you want to extend it and move your mouse cursor till this line. I want to extend the line. So click over here. Automatically the line will be extended. It's not only applicable for a line, it is also applicable for a curve. For example, Here I made a 3-point curve. Okay. Consider there is an arc over here. So this arc, I want to extend it till the line. Okay. Then in that case also I can use the extend option. So extend this arc till the line. So you can see here that arc is extended till the line. It will follow the same trajectory based on which you have created the dimensions. So it will automatically create the trajectory based on the dimension. So here the arc dimension is based on the center. So it will follow that particular same center trajectory. Okay. So that's a use of extend. And next one is a split. Okay. For example, I'm having an circle. Okay. So in this one, I want to split the circle into two uh, halves. Okay. So in that case, let me draw a midpoint line. Okay. So in this case, here you can see still the entity is a single entity. Okay. So here it's one line and here it's a single circle. Okay. So it's not a separate circle, but the portion of the area may be separate, but still the circle is a single circle. So if you want to split the circle based on this entities, then you can choose the option split. So split will be done based on a point. Okay. Here, if I click it, select the second endpoint to split a closed curve. Since it is a closed curve, I want to define it based on the second endpoint. Now, if you come out of the command and see here, this portion of the arc is separate and this portion of the arc is separate. Okay. So in order to split a closed curve, we need two endpoints. If it is an open curve, for example, there is a 3-point arc is there. It's a single arc, which is an open arc, open curve. Okay. It's not a closed curve like a circle. In this case, if you want to split this particular curve, then you can select the split point. Automatically, now the curve is splitted into two portions. Okay. So the next one is offset. Okay. So in the offset, if you are already having some sketch entity which you want to offset it based on the previously available sketch, then you can go for this offset. Okay. So for example, you select the command and then click on the sketch entity you want to offset it. So you can see here the sketch entity is offset to some distance. So the direction can be flipped based on the arrow mark. So you can click over here. So based on that, you can flip the direction. Okay. And what is the offset distance? You can provide it over here. So let me double click and define the offset distance as 2 mm. So that based on 2 mm, this particular sketch entity is offsetted. Okay. It's not only applicable for a simple feature, it is applicable for complex features too. For example, this whole sketch, I want to offset it based on some distance. So in that case, let me select the entire sketch. Okay. Over here. So I selected the entire one. After selecting the sketch, let me give offset. So you can see here, the offset is in this direction. So let me click on it. But you can see here, whenever I am providing the offset distance, the chain is disconnecting, that is overlapping. So the offset distance should be provided like that. Let me select once again. So here the distance is too high, that's why it is showing like that. Let me give the value as 1 and then click over it. only offset a single chain at once. Okay. So the chain is not continuous. That's why it's showing like that. So let's try to see another example. Okay. For example, if you're having a series of lines, in this case, I can offset it very easily. So by selecting all the points, no need to hold the control button whenever you are selecting multiple entities. So here the selection is continuous only. Okay. So select and then provide the offset. You can see here the offset is applicable. Since there may be overlapping of lines over here depending upon the distance, that's why it is not offsetting it. Okay. Here the distance, let me define it as some 2 mm and then left click. You can see the cursor. The cursor is having some green tick button. So let's click it to confirm the distances. Okay. So the next one is a slot. Okay. So in order to provide a slot, we need some reference. Okay. So for example, let me draw a construction line. Okay. So based on this line, I want to draw a slot that can be done by using the slot option. Okay. So create a slot. You can see here whenever I place my mouse over the command. So create a slot around a selected line or a spline or an arc. So based on that, we can able to create a slot. So here I'm giving you the example as a line, or you can select a construction based on an arc. Okay. So here I'm providing an example of an arc. Let me provide it based on the spline too. Okay. So this one, let me change it as construction. Okay. So based on this three, let us try to draw a slot. Okay. So click on the slot. You can see here, whenever the particular icon, sorry, entity is active. So that one, based on that one, it will create the slot. So it is defined based on the diameter. Okay. So let me create a slot for this one. So you can see here it is defining based on diameter. To confirm the dimension, you can click it, or if you want to edit the dimension, you can change the dimension. Based on that, it will create a slot. Not only for this, once you have defined the dimension, it is still active. So you can create multiple slots at the same time. And if you change the value, it is applicable for all the selections. Okay. So the mirror command, let's try to see it now. Okay. For example, this portion, I want to replicate it on other side. Then you can go for the mirror command. A portion of it, you want to, let me draw a spline. Okay. First, let me try to draw a line. Okay. So let me draw a spline. For example, here, this is the portion of the spline. Okay. So this portion, if I want to mirror it based on this line, I can go for a mirror option. So mirror, select the mirror line it is showing. Okay. So this is the mirror line. Entities to be mirrored is this. So you can see here that particular entity is mirrored based on the line. Okay. Suppose if you change a particular entity after mirroring, it will also reflect on the other side of the entity. Okay. So it is on the mirror entity also, it will get reflected. So whatever the change you want to make it on a original dimension, it will also reflect on the mirror dimension too. Okay. That's all for this video. In the next video, we will discuss about how to implement a different sketch constraints. Okay. Thank you for watching.